What's going on, everyone? The NBA playoffs are rolling along, and we had a few good games going on today. We'll begin with the Orlando Magic hosting the Boston Celtics in Game 3. The Magic in desperate need of a win, hoping to avoid the sweep. They were down 2-0, semi-competitive games in the first half in Boston, but then Boston proved to be the better team. Jason Tatum didn't even play in Game 2, and the Celtics took care of business. But Game 3 today, Tatum was back. And the Magic actually got the win. Good job, Orlando. So the Magic making this kind of a competitive series. They get the win at home. Play that song. Play the song, Orlando Magic. They take care of business. Paulo Banchero was great. Some of the role players stepped up. Franz Wagner was awesome. The Magic get the win 95-93. And really, it was just it looked like the Celtics had it in the first half. It looked like they were going to be able to pull away, but the Magic fought back in that third quarter, took the lead, never gave it up. The Celtics creeped in close towards the end, but the Magic held them off. And, Tatum had a great game coming back. So I don't think Celtics fans should be too concerned about his health moving forward. He dropped 36 points, had 9 rebounds, but ultimately the other guys just weren't getting it done. Horford didn't play great, 6 points, 7 rebounds. Peyton Pritchard was missing, and this is what happens on the road sometimes. I mean, Porzingis, I don't consider him a role player, so I do expect better from him, but he had 7 points and 6 rebounds in 34 minutes. You got to play better. So the Orlando bigs did not play well, whereas the Orlando Magic's bigs, Wendell Carter Jr. had 10 and 12, but he had a whole bunch of offensive putbacks and offensive rebounds that were dunks and kind of got the crowd back into it. Between Paulo and Franz, they had 61 points combined. And, some of the other guys, Corey Joseph hit a few big shots. Anthony Black was great for them in limited minutes. So ultimately, the Magic take care of business, but I don't see this going a long way. I think the Celtics are going to, try to press down on the gas. I will be surprised if the Magic win Game 4, but if they do, pressure is on in Boston. The other game that went on today, which we had a turnaround because it looked scary for Milwaukee there in the first half. So the Pacers, Game 3 in Milwaukee, up 2-0 on the series. First game back home for Dame Lillard, Giannis, and the Bucks. And they got it done behind another strong game by Giannis. I mean, Giannis is pretty much doing whatever he wants in this series. 37 points, 24 plus minus, 37 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. And really, I mean, it was just these other guys coming through. The story of this game is going to be Gary Trent Jr. I mean, Gary Trent Jr. matched Giannis with 37. And if you're the Pacers, you got to feel good about that in a way, knowing that a repeat performance like that from Gary Trent Jr. is unlikely. But, you also can't feel – you got to feel like it's going to balance out with Dame only finishing with 7 points and 5 assists. I mean, Dame shot 2 for 12. So – this will be an interesting Game 4 on Sunday in Milwaukee, but the Bucks got the job done. They were down 10 at halftime and did not look great. But in the third quarter, they turned it on. They got the dub, did what they had to do, and Game 4 could be pretty much the series swinging game right there. If it gets 2-2, pressure's on Indiana going back Game 5, and you never know. At that point, anything goes. Whereas if they drop on Sunday, 3-1 Indiana would be tough to come back from. We'll see how that goes. And then the last game this evening, which was a very fun watch. We had a good game. It was not like Game 2. Minnesota at home taking on the Lakers. Luka wasn't feeling great. They kept reporting on it that he had a stomach bug. He finished with 17 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Really, I mean, he looked like he wasn't feeling great. He was a little bit he's already not a quick twitch player. He's kind of slow already, but he was even slower tonight. 6 for 16 shooting. So you feel good if you're the Lakers thinking, all right, we're not going to get this kind of Luka game, assuming he gets better by Game 4. But you might not get this kind of LeBron game. LeBron had 38 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, but the 38 points is crazy. He went 5 for 9 from 3. At one point, he was about to pull up for a heat check, but the ball slipped out of his hands. Minnesota took advantage on the other end. That was a big turning point in the game. But yeah, I said this before in this series, Minnesota just needs to be big, essentially, and take advantage of that. You have such a big advantage with your size against these Lakers. Jackson Hayes had 1 foul, a minus 13, 2 points, 1 rebound in 9 minutes. That's your center. for the Los Angeles Lakers. And on the other end, yes, I know Rudy's getting, brought out a lot of times on switches. Crash the glass, my man. Crash the glass. You're a 7-footer. Only finished with 3 rebounds. That's it. I mean, you know, really he needs to play better. He also had 1 point and 3 rebounds in 25 minutes. I think slowly Minnesota's kind of moving away from Gobert minutes because when he gets pulled away from the basket, he's not really efficient in what he does well. He should be a good rebounder. He should be in there blocking shots. He gets pulled away. He's kind of slow to stay out there in the perimeter with the Laker guards. So ultimately, if you run him out, sit him down and bring in DiVincenzo instead and play a little bit smaller, that puts Naz Reid at the 5, and he's still bigger than anything the Lakers can offer. And Naz Reid, not the craziest of games, but he made shots when he needed to at the end. And ultimately, Anthony Edwards just is amazing. Jaden McDaniels had another strong game with 30 points, but Anthony Edwards took over, and he still hasn't shot well in this series. In this game, he went 12 for 26. But when it mattered and when he needed to get buckets, he got buckets. So Anthony Edwards really showed up tonight. It was great. His leadership was great. It was towards the end of the game, he could have forced a shot. No, kicked it out to Jaden McDaniels for a 3. He nails the 3. Assist to Anthony Edwards. And that's the kind of ball that he needs to keep playing moving forward. So, all those series now are 2-1. That's great. More basketball for everyone. Tomorrow, we might be looking at a sweep, and that we might be looking at the beginning of a sweep in the sense of Cleveland is on the road playing Miami. If they get the job done tomorrow, that might be a sweep because that means they go up 3-0. And ultimately, I think the Cavaliers are a great basketball team. They've proved it all year long. And I think they'll know to put their foot on the gas and close the door if they get the win tomorrow. So that is going to start off our day. Cleveland at Miami, game 3. Game 4 of OKC at Memphis. Ja's not playing in this one. He is officially ruled out. So I think this is the end, Memphis. I'm sorry. OKC got to get the job done. To be honest, I didn't really like how they played game 3. They came out sluggish. They came out not really with the right mentality, in my point of view, of a championship team. They were down 29 points at one point. But Ja went down, which helped. That wasn't the only reason that OKC came back, but that definitely helped because the Grizzlies offense was in shambles after that. Just bad shot after bad shot after bad shot. And Alex Caruso came in and just was incredible for the Thunder. They won that game 3 on June 20th, 2024, which is the day that they traded with the Bulls to get Alex Caruso. He won that game for them. His defensive intensity, his energy was what sparked the team and ultimately carried them to get that huge come-from-behind win. Let's see if they play with a sense of urgency tomorrow, knowing that Memphis really is, they got nothing at this point. With Ja out, down 3-0 in the series, it's hard not to blame them if they just lay down tomorrow at this point. Their season just has been kind of, gone downhill. And OKC needs to take advantage. Denver at the Clippers, must win game for Denver. Honestly, the Clippers could be up 3-0 in this series. They're up 2-1. And this is the last chance, I think, for the Nuggets to kind of give themselves some hope. If they lose this game, I don't see them coming back against the Clippers down 3-1. So it's in LA. The fans are going to be crazy. Jokic needs help. Help him out, Denver. Make it a game. Let's see how this goes. Denver got off to a good start in game 3, but the Clippers were just too much. And Kawhi didn't even have an excellent game. So we'll see how it goes. But I think Jokic is going to have like a 40-point triple-double or something crazy to get this done. But if they do, you never know. You go back home, game 5, and the crowd's, pushing you and behind you. The role players play better. And at that point, you never know. So Denver must win, in my opinion. Houston at the Warriors will finish off the night in Golden State. If Jimmy Butler's out, the Warriors might be in trouble. Not just for tomorrow, but for the series, because Houston got a huge confidence boost. Jalen Green played great in game 2. And if they can carry some of that going into Golden State, I know the fans are going to be behind the Warriors, but really, I'm just taking out Steph Curry and saying, Steph, we're going to double you. You're not going to do anything. It's going to have to be Buddy Hield, Brandon Podzinski, and all these other guys let Draymond shoot threes all day long. But if the role players can't step up big time, and Jimmy Butler's not playing, I mean, if I'm Houston, that's it. Just don't let Steph do anything. That's the way I would play it. And we'll see. I think if Butler doesn't play, that's going to be their strategy. I would take the under on Steph Curry points because I would be doubling him all the time, pretty much, and just play him like a boxing one the whole game and let the other guys do it. And we'll see how it goes. So ultimately, the playoffs are in full swing. It's been great basketball, and I'm super excited to watch these 4 games. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys after tomorrow's games.